everybody, welcome to another little recipe on Big OGGIE World. We're going to do another slow cooker recipe today because, quite frankly, the weather is atrocious. This is being filmed on the Thursday before Good Friday. Can't believe the weather is still so wintry and we are way into spring by now. So, we are going to do an easy one-pot chicken casserole today, chicken and new potato casserole. So first of all, we're going to get ourselves some thighs. You can put a drop of oil into your pan. We've got these which are already boned, okay? They're thigh fillets and they're skinned. But you can use bone-on ones if you need to. If they're cheaper, obviously they will be cheaper. However, you need to take the skins off. So what we're going to do, we're just going to fry these off just to give them, well, a bit of colour really, because that's the problem with slow cookers, everything is a bit grey. So we're going to do this in batches. Need about 8, I've actually got 10 in a pack, so we're going to use the whole pack. Just going to burn these off a little bit, give a bit of colour. So pop back to me in a short while once I've done this, because you really don't want to watch me do this for 10 minutes, do you? Really? There, that's the first batch done. Do it in batches because if you put too many in a pan they'll just stew. That's all of them done. I'm going to get rid of this, I'm going to wash this, wash my hands, wash anything connected with raw chicken, then we'll come back and this will be pretty much done, ready to go in the rest of the slow cooker. Okay, so hopefully from a little bit of push I've just shown you, you can see that we've got some colour on this meat now. This is the second batch. I'm going to pop it into the slow cooker. Like I said, the problem with slow cookers, I mean they're wonderful devices, but everything does come out a bit pale. So that gives you the colour on the meat. Now we've got all the juices here, which are fantastic. We're going to get ourselves a bunch of spring onions. They kind of come in bunches in this country. About 5 spring onions. Now we've cut them in half. We've peeled the little skin bit off, the dry bit. Kept the green bits back for later. This is the white part of the onion which we've chopped, or I've chopped. So put that in there, get all them out, all flavour it. Stir them up in that fried chicken fat. Now, to that, to add to the chicken flavour, we've got ourselves 2 stock cubes. Now we're using Nora, they're a bit soft. If you have like an OXO, something like that, they will crumble easier. But they go into this pan as well. Just give it a couple of minutes, melt down these stock cubes. Again, let them kind of mingle with all the juices from the fried meat. Once that's all dissolved, and the onions have started to give off a little bit of flavour as well. Kind of nearly there. Okay, so we're going to leave this for a couple of minutes. Now, whilst we're waiting, I've got myself here, sorry, got a little bit. Going to add a couple of teaspoons of flour in here in a second. While we're waiting, this is the 2 large carrots, or 3 medium carrots, that I've cut into rough kind of batons, okay? Everything's got to be fairly small to go in a slow cooker. We're going to put that in. Then I'm going to get about half a kilo of new potatoes. If this is going out around the right time, I'm hoping it is, Jersey rolls will be out and it will be amazing. My favourite potato ever. But right now we're a bit early, so these are just salad potatoes. Some of them are a little bit big, so I've had to cut them into pieces, as you can see. Okay, again to make them into a bite-sized chunk. So they go in as well. Okay. None of that has been cooked through. So with this, just mixing this through again. Can I add a couple of tablespoons of flour? Now with the flour, we have to cook that through because we don't want the flavour of flour anywhere. But remember, the thing about when you make a stock or anything in a slow cooker is the liquid doesn't really reduce. So a couple of tablespoons of plain flour. Again, I'm going to mix that through. All that mixed together. I just cook out the flour. So basically get rid of all the white bits, give it a couple of minutes, You don't really want to find old bits of white flour in your casserole later on. Whilst we're doing this, boil your kettle, okay? You're going to need 600 mils of boiling water, which that will kind of make the stock in a minute. Now, if you haven't already done so, preheat your slow cooker to low, okay? We're going to do this on low. Then once you've popped all this into here, we're going to leave it on for about 4.5 hours, and then we're going to come back and do the last bit of this, which is in about for the last hour, okay? But right now, we're nearly there. Get myself a spoon because it's a little bit caught on the glaze. There we go. Lovely. So, we're going to get ourselves 600 mils of water, boiling water. I'm going to pop this in, okay? So it's great for kids. There's no alcohol in this or anything. Not that that would be a problem, because the alcohol, if you did use wine or whatever, would burn off anyway. But just a nice, quick, simple, and economical and economical and cheap at the same dish for all the family, okay? So just going to stir this through, bring this up to boil again, because obviously it was boiling water, but it's been in a jug. Turn this into a really lovely chicken stock. So we're going to pop that into here, pop the lid on. Like I said, leave it for about 4.5 hours, probably even 5 if you like, on a low, and then we'll come back and do the last hour. Just a couple of things to add near the end. So, I'm going to pop this in here. Lovely, make sure you got all those bits are good. I'm going to give that a mix around in a minute, but I'm going to let you go, and I'll come back in a few minutes, or a few seconds on here, but 4 or 5 hours for me. See you later, everybody. Okay, change of top, because I've just popped out to the shops and it's absolutely hammering down again, and I am soaked again. Twice in the same day. So, this casserole, this chicken easy one pot recipe has been in this slow cooker for about 4.5 hours. So we're going to do what we would call the last hour, okay? So quickly take the lid off, and this is the green parts of the spring onions, which I chopped up earlier. So I'm going to quickly take the top off. Going to add those spring onions in just to freshen up things, really. Okay, we're also going to add, if I can find them, no, I can't find them, yes I can, about 150 to 200 grams of frozen peas. Okay, we're using petit pois, as you know, from seeing various other videos of ours. There you go in as well. That's going to cool it all down, obviously, but we'll get it back on in a minute. Put that chunk in, there you go in as well. And a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Here we go, tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Just going to add that in, mix it all around. Get it all in that stock. And then we're going to put it back on for another hour. This is then done. Serve it, well, serve it with, if you've got fresh herbs, some fresh parsley, chop that up and put it right in at the very end when you're serving it. That'll give you another little flavour boost. But once everything's done and cooked to your satisfaction, serve it up. Now it's going to be quite liquidy, so there's going to be quite a lot of stock. Like I said, slow cookers don't really get rid of any actual liquid. They don't reduce in stock, but that's fine. Serve it in a bowl. Eat it with a knife and fork and a spoon. So you've got a kind of almost a soupy kind of thing going on, almost a stew going on. But you've also got the lovely big pieces of veg and the chicken. Serve it with crusty bread, that'd be great. Dunk the crusty bread into it, that'd be perfect. I think that might be the way we're doing it. Or quite simply, just crush some of the potatoes when you're eating it, and it'll just be thicker. It's going to be really good. Hope you really enjoy this recipe. Dead simple. Hopefully it's going to be nice and sunny and dry soon. I'm really getting tired of running out of clothes every day. Bye everybody. Speak soon, and hope you enjoy this one.